From Our Land to the Proclamation Line, a Cherokee Perspective. This is a story written from the perspective of a Cherokee Native American. I stand before you today to share the story of the Cherokee people in the lower Appalachian Mountains. This tale is one of resilience, perseverance, and struggle. It is a story that spans centuries, highlighting the rich history of our settlements, the impact of the Proclamation Line of 1763, and the ensuing conflicts that shaped our destiny. Cherokee settlements in the lower Appalachian Mountains. For centuries, the Cherokee people have called the lower Appalachian Mountains our home. Our ancestors established the villages along fertile river valleys, where we cultivated crops, hunted game, and lived in harmony with the land. Our settlements were strategically located to take advantage of the natural resources offered by the region. The dense forest provided wood for building homes, while the rivers supplied fish and facilitated trade with the neighboring tribes. Our village life and culture. Cherokee villages were vibrant communities, each with its own council house where decisions were made and ceremonies conducted. Our social structure was matrilineal, meaning clan membership was passed down through the mother. We lived in houses made of wood and mud, with thatched roofs. Each village had a central plaza where we gathered for meetings, dances, and celebrations. Our culture was rich with traditions, from storytelling to religious practices. We worshiped deities tied to nature and held seasonal festivals to honor the cycles of the earth. The Proclamation Line of 1763. The Proclamation Line of 1763 was issued by King George III of Britain after the end of the French and Indian War. The intent was to stabilize relations between colonists and Native American tribes by preventing settlement west of the Appalachian Mountains. For the British, this line was a means to control expansion and to avoid further conflicts with Native Americans. For us, the Cherokee people, it was both a promise and a betrayal. From our perspective, the Proclamation Line was supposed to protect our lands from encroachment. It was a recognition of our sovereignty and our right to exist on our ancestral lands. However, many colonists viewed the Proclamation Line as a restriction on their rights and opportunities. They saw the fertile lands west of the mountains as theirs to claim and were willing to defy the King's edict to expand their settlements. Initially, we hoped that the Proclamation Line would bring peace and stability. Yet as colonists continued to push westward, tensions escalated. Our villages were often attacked and our lands encroached upon. In response, we defend our territory fiercely. Skirmishes and battles became more frequent, leading to a cycle of violence and retribution. The British government struggled to enforce the Proclamation Line, leaving us to fend for ourselves against the relentless advance of settlers. The years following the Proclamation Line were marked by numerous engagements between the Cherokee people and colonial settlers. We fought to protect our homes, our families, and our way of life. Tragically, these conflicts often resulted in atrocities on both sides. Villages were burned and innocent lives were lost. The cycle of violence only served to deepen the animosity between us and the settlers. Despite the hardships, we continued to resist the encroachment of our lands. Our leaders, such as Chief Anacostia and Dragon Canoe, led us into defending our territory. We forged alliances with other Native American tribes and even with European powers when it suited our interests. Our goal was always the same: to secure our right to live freely on the land of our ancestors. The culmination of our struggle came with the Indian Removal Act. This policy, championed by President Andrew Jackson, called for the forced removal of Native American tribes from their lands east of the Mississippi River. In 1838, we were forcibly removed from our homes in what is known as the Trail of Tears. Thousands of Cherokee people were marched westward to what is now Oklahoma. The journey was brutal, and many perished along the way. Despite this forced migration, we have persevered. Our culture and traditions have endured, and our descendants continue to honor the legacy of our ancestors. The story of the Cherokee people is one of strength and resilience. We have faced countless challenges, but our spirit remains unbroken. As I conclude this speech, I hope to have shed light on the rich history of the Cherokee people in the lower Appalachian Mountains. Our journey has been one of trials and triumphs, of loss and of survival. The Proclamation Line of 1763 and the ensuing conflicts were pivotal moments in our history, shaping the destiny of our people. Let us remember and honor the stories of those who came before us, who fought to protect our lands and our way of life. Their legacy lives on in the hearts of their descendants, and their spirit continues to inspire us. Thank you for listening.